Okay guys, I've got a bit of a nightmare one here. I've got to change this tap, and there's a shelf there with a plug point, and it's been hard piped, and I've got to put a new tap in. So somehow I've got to cut these pipes, so I'm going to remove the overflow pipe so I can get access to it. I can't remove the waste and the traps because the shelf is fitted in and they're all sort of cut into the shelf, and there's just no room because of the pipe work to actually take the shelf out. I did try, so I've got my flexible bucket in there, so I'm going to try and cut it with the old pipe slice and try and get the pipe work out, which is going to be a bit of a nightmare.
Well, it's that bad, is it? Yeah, well, we suspected that. No worries. It will need something like that, yeah. Pipe's been crushed as well. Damn it, how am I meant to cut that if it's been crushed?
So I'm just going to try and bend this pipe out of the way, because normally these are just screwed into the bottom of the tap, but unfortunately it's solid.
Nah. Well, that's all you can do, mate. The wall's knackered.
So I've tried to unscrew it, but it also won't work either.
Trying to get a slice on here somehow. Jesus Christ. These things are sent to try us. Can't pull on that too much because it's tight. I ain't going to get on that. Don't want to cut it down now. I'll have to cut it down here.
As you can see, it's a really tight, really awkward space to work in. Trying to do everything one-handed and film at the same time really doesn't work.
Jesus Christ. Why is it with my luck and bag?
All I can say is thank God for these flexible buckets, otherwise I'd have ended up flooding the entire unit.
No, that's just twisting. That ain't working either. I was hoping to unscrew that. We're just twisting the pipe. Yeah, no worries. I'll figure out how I'm going to get this. The bolt is up here. The shelf's in the bloody way. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've managed to snap the old pipes off, but I've still got to get to the nut, and it's literally behind there. There's a flathead bit as well. Might be able to get a stubby on that. Okay, so there is a bit of luck. If I can locate my screwdriver into that there. If it hasn't seized, might be able to unwind it. Trying to film and do this, you'll see what I mean. If I do that, you might see that there's a flatted screw part to it. Just trying to get my hands in. Okay guys, so as much as I would like to stand here and film and try and unscrew this, I don't think it's feasibly possible. So I think you're going to have to come back when it's all done and I've got it off. It is coming, but I need both hands, so come back in a sec. Well, that wasn't fun, but we got the bolt out. All we're doing now is clean that up and get our new one in. Oh, something else dropped in there, but it's the least of my worries. There it is, just the old bolt. So now what I've got to do is get a new one in. Luckily the new one's got flexies. It's almost exactly the same, but I think what I'm going to have to do is bolt it on like that first and then try and screw the flexies in afterwards. If I try and do it the other way, I won't get on the bolt. Oh, Jesus Christ, not fun today. It's on copper. Try and get this lime scale off. What the hell? Something's literally ground in at the back there. Yes, this is probably going to scratch the sink, but I'm not going to leave it. Not going to be any worse than what the lime scale has already done to it. Which I don't slice my fingers. It's looking a bit better. Things we do, eh? Like my friend Adam says, these little jobs that you do for people, for peanuts, can often lead to bigger and better things, and in my experience that is the case. I've been to many a job where I spent a couple of hours just fanning around, changing taps, hanging pictures, putting up curtain poles, and then a couple of months down the line we're fitting a brand new kitchen for them. So it's always worth doing these little jobs, guys. Okay, so we're going to try the trick that I've seen these other guys do where they feed that in, and it works perfect. So now I've got that in, I can wind it up from the bottom, get it bolted in, and then I'll have to do the hoses once I'm down there, because at the moment, mind you though, the hoses are actually behind it in this case. I might not need to do that. Tell a lie, the bolt's actually behind the hoses, so yes, we have got to do that again. Right, so we've got to try and bolt that up now. I'm going to have to do that off camera, guys, because there's no way I'm going to be able to film and bolt that, but as you can see, I can get on that bolt quite easily. I can get it tightened up, and if I get that nicely centered, which I can see from underneath, I should be able to then put the hoses in front. Okay.
As some of you guys may have noticed, I actually had the rubber and the actual clamp around the wrong way, so I had to take it all back out again and change it round, but it is now in the right place.
Shit, this is going to be a nightmare.
Okay, resort into the DeWalt socket set, 13mm spanner,
And not ideal, but it works. Right. I'm going to have to just get on with it now. Solid, she ain't going nowhere. Oh God, right, now we've got to try and get the bloody hoses on. I've already got pre-set up with my little adapters for push fit. Basically, going to go with that. And that, so they've just bolted on there. Going to wind that end in and then hopefully push fit these in. So let's see how we get on. Oh, I need two hands again. Right, we're in. Got them in, we're tight. We've got plenty of length on the hoses, so we can just do push fits now. We can cut both these hoses back and just do push fits on. So, happy days, let's get it done. So, cold pipe, trim that back to here. So that one trimmed back, and then the hot can also be trimmed back. I'm worried about the movement on that, that's going to leak. I have to tighten that up before we leave as well. Get it connected, then we just tighten up. Right, that's a hot pipe. Needs to be push fit on. Hey, wish me luck. Make sure that is off. We don't want that one yet. Hopefully we've got them around the right way. There's so much mucking about. No, that's leaking. Up there. It needs to go tighter. Son of a bitch. Alright, turn it all off. Okay, we got it. We just needed to tighten this up a bit more. Obviously, where we're trying to do it from underneath, it was obviously catching probably on the metal bolt part, but we managed to get a few more turns on it, so that should be it.
Okay guys, we sorted it, and that isn't a kink in the pipe, it's just where we straightened it up. Okay guys, so I made a bit of a boo-boo. As you've seen from the video, I did a tap replacement in St Albans this morning, and just sitting at home doing my editing for my social media videos, and I realised I haven't reconnected the waste overflow on the bowl. So obviously if they decide to fill the bowl up, it's going to flood their kitchen, and there is electrical points underneath that sink, as you would have noticed from the video. So unfortunately I don't have the client's contact details, because all of our communications have been always via email, because it's always just been odd jobs. We haven't really done any major works for them. So I sent them an email hoping they would see it, so that, you know, obviously I want to get over there as soon as possible to rectify the issue. All I've got to do is push it back on and it's done. But obviously, not being able to contact the client directly, I've had to just send the email quick, pray they see it, and jump in the car and just get over here ASAP. So let's go put it right. Alright, so we are. Let's go see my client and sort out my cock up. Stay tuned, guys. Just hope that they're actually home. That's the number we want now. Oh, good, there is somebody in, that's good. It's only me. I made a boo boo. I've left your the overflow for the sink. I've left it disconnected.
Oh have you?
I have. And if it wasn't for my social media videos, I never would have spotted it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a 2-minute job. What I literally got to do is just push it back when I disconnected it so I could get my hands in to get on the tap. That's alright, it shouldn't be a problem.
Right there. That pipe right there, it's got to be pushed back onto that black fitting up there.
Where's that been going then?
It just goes, it's the overflow there.
Oh, okay, so it's only if I'd filled the sink?
Yeah, if you'd filled the sink, it would have just poured out.
I didn't notice any water pouring.
No, you wouldn't, because I had it up in the air, and you got a dishwasher, so it's not like you use it a lot. There you go. 2-second repair, crisis avoided. So that's it. Go home again now. Luckily, St Albans is literally 5 minutes down the road from my house, so, well, not 5 minutes, 15 minutes, but when it comes to stuff like that, they've got a newborn baby and a young child, and if she'd actually filled that bowl up and flooded underneath the sink, realised that it was pouring water out, and gone underneath there and put her hands in there, she could have been fried. So, sorry guys, the light's gone out. But yeah, all sorted, crisis avoided. See you on the next one, guys.